Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit more about color correction. Before, when I did it, I basically just talked about lightening up the image if it's too dark or something like that. Sometimes, though, you might get like a color cast on your image, especially if it's like a if you've taken a photograph before and it looks kind of a little too yellow or whatever based on the lighting in the room. That can happen. Usually scanners are pretty good about it unless they're calibrated wrong or something like that, and then they will be a little bit off. But anyway, just in case it happens, I'll show you how to deal with it. So what I have here is another Cascanampoo patch, and what the problem is here, this part should be completely white. It looks a little yellow, maybe a little orange, and this gold mylar around the outside, that's what it's supposed to be, it's starting to look a little sort of like copper. It's a little too red and magenta in there. So it's easy to fix. We just pull up our levels box. We can do Command L or Control L on a PC, or you can just go Image, Adjustments, Levels. And this is our dear old histogram again. And all you have to do, it's like really simple. There's 3 eyedroppers down here, one for black, one for white, and one for gray. Just select your gray one here. And what you want to do is select an area of this image that you feel like should be a good gray color with no, like, just middle gray, no red, no blue in there. So I know that the scanner board, the back top that you bring down on the scanner, should be perfectly white, this background here. And so like a shadow on that, unless it's reflecting too much off of this mylar, it should be a pretty good middle gray. So let's try this and see what we get. Okay, it's a lot better. It's maybe just a little green, which would probably be because it's getting a little yellow off this reflection from the mylar. Let's see if we come out here into this more white part and click. That's a lot better. It's a very subtle change, but that's really close. And this is like almost exactly the colors of the actual patch. So what you want to do is take that middle part and click on, even if it's not like a middle gray, like 50% gray. What you want is it can be even closer to white, as long as it doesn't have any like color cast to it, like the area in real life. It may look like it has a color cast now, but when you like where you click should be an area that would be nice and gray, not any other color imbalance. So just use your gray eyedropper there and click on a place, and that's going to be your closest, easiest bet to get a good color correction. Now, if you really wanted to be specific and very scientific about it, you would get what's called a gray card, and Chris and I are going to start using those soon to make sure that we get the best possible color on our scans. But then you have a calibrated piece of paper that is perfect gray, and so you can click on that, and you know it's going to be absolutely gray, and it'll fix everything else in your image that's out of color. But for now, this works pretty good. So if you have an image that looks maybe the wrong color, this is a good way to fix it up before you go on with any other steps.